everybody. Welcome to the first official Out the Age podcast.
Podcast. Your number one podcast
In the world.
straight out the age.
So, anyways, if you're wondering what happened, well, let me tell you. While everybody
Why are you speaking
else,
like that?
Am I speaking slow, right? No, my bad. It's because I it's weird hearing myself. So let me do this. Nah, but for real. So while everybody else was quarantined, somebody was out here in them streets.
Not me.
They were going to every dope spot in Houston. Like,
Fabian's number one spot in Houston.
So-
Downtown. Main Street.
So while this guy was enjoying himself, he didn't know that this little virus that's going around is infecting people. And it just happened to be that today his luck ran out and he got the COVID. And if you're wondering who it is, well, it's E. Gonzalez 100.
Gonzalez 100. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on
Instagram.
Snapchat. Oh, no, that's not my
Snapchat.
username on Snapchat.
So don't follow him on Snapchat.
Just Instagram. That's my
Just
only,
Instagram.
Username that I use for social media.
So, anyways, so this guy gets COVID while we're launching, Out the H media. And I'm just like, all right, bro. Like, at the end of the day, I don't want you to die, but what the fuck? We're supposed to make some podcasts.
I tried, bro, but when you go to downtown Houston and you got all these bars that don't follow the fucking rule,
You gonna blame the bar?
especially this guy that invites me to the specific bars to get lit.
So you're throwing this to me. He invited me to places. Matter of fact, before he knew he had COVID, he invited me to 3 different clubs in 3 different days. And I went to the first one. I went on Friday.
Which one?
That was your friend's birthday. I think that was the last time
That's
we
where I
hanged
caught
out.
COVID.
Yeah, that's like that. What one was that? That was like mid-October.
No, yeah,
Yeah, that was about
around
mid-October.
the 14th, 15th.
Yeah, that was like mid-October. And I went with it because I was like, you know what? It's a Saturday. I'm bored. Why not?
No, it was the 8th, I think.
It was like the beginning of
8th or the
October.
10th.
Yeah, it was like the beginning of October. Yeah, it was like the beginning of October. And I'm just like, all right, like, you know what? I'm going to go out. We're going to have a good time. And I did. His friends were cool as fuck. We were chilling, drinking, dancing, having a good time. Manny over here having a really, really good time. And then, I call it a night. I go home. This dude, the next night, hits me up and is like, hey, let's go to this one club. It's a Sunday fun day. And at this point, I'm like, bro, I'm tired. I'm going to sleep. Like, I'm not doing anything else. And I want to say that it was like that week that you got COVID. Now, I'm not saying that you got it on Saturday or Sunday, but you definitely got it that week.
Got it on Saturday.
And, well, it doesn't even matter because I went and I got COVID tested. I got tested.
And you tested negative, right?
Yeah, and I tested negative.
Lucky
So
motherfucker.
I knew I was good. So I wasn't even tripping. But I did feel bad for Manny because I was just like, man, we're about to make it and he's about to die. Like, you know what I mean? That's messed up. Like, that's one way to go out. Like,
Hey, but I'm here. I'm alive.
well, now you're alive. But I'm telling you how I was at that time.
I'm good now.
Like, my mind state was like, damn, Gabby. Gabby.
Gabby, what the fuck?
My bad. I was like, damn.
Gabby.
Manny's about to die. And I won't see him no more. I am going to miss him.
Bruh.
But survival of the fittest. And he failed the test. You know what I mean? Like, what can I do?
I mean,
Well, at the time.
I'm good, though. I'm alive.
No, but I'm saying at the time, I'm thinking he ain't going to make it. I mean, this guy eats nothing but fast food. He be eating nothing but Travis
McDonald's.
Scott burgers.
bunch of them.
But alcohol, you got 2-liter tequila mix that he be drinking
From
every
Mexico.
day. I'm just like, man, I don't miss that guy. He was a good guy, but
But I made
luckily,
it. I'm alive, and
he
I'm
made
sipping
it.
on that hypnotic daiquiri from what's it called?
I have no idea. But there are
LA daiquiris in Third Ward.
Third Ward. There are sponsors of the day. Shout out
Sponsors
to
of the day.
them.
Shout
I
out.
appreciate it. The strawberry
They hit.
daiquiri is hitting.
Like I'm already tipsy, and I'm only halfway. Like I'm talking like this.
This dude here.
But I got
Anyways.
COVID. That shit was terrible. I don't wish it on anyone.
So how many days did you think you had it? Like it was more than 2 weeks.
Definitely 2 weeks.
It was like what,
And
like
then I
maybe
still
15
had
days?
Because I went to get tested, and I still had it. So probably like 20 days, maybe.
20 days?
20 days, easily.
Yeah, it had to. Yeah,
Easily.
yeah,
20
because
days.
you got it like that first week of October.
I did.
And I was still hoping that you were gonna be able to go out with me and some of my friends on Halloween night, but that test came back positive. And I was like, yeah,
back
you
positive.
gotta stay home.
So I
But-
stayed home for another week. Then I went to
Yeah.
get tested for the third time, and then I was negative.
So you could say like it was like what, 4 weeks,
Nah, 3 weeks.
3 weeks, and when did it get
2
serious?
weeks that it hit me hard.
Okay, the first 2 weeks hit you hard,
Right.
and then the last week was just trying to get
Right.
it out of your system.
Yeah, just get it out of my system.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, man. I mean, I could only imagine how scary that,
It's
like
bad.
being in that type of situation,
Bro.
and especially if you're not able to breathe,
I couldn't breathe for shit.
bro. Like I had asthma when I was little,
really?
and it's scary. Like you're not able to breathe. Like you're just like it stops right there. Like you're not even you feel like you can't take a deep breath.
Right.
You know what I
That's
mean?
exactly
That's
how I
scary.
felt.
Yeah.
That's how I felt.
That's scary. You can't take a deep breath, or if you do, you start coughing. Bro.
Like that.
Where's my mask? But, damn, am I gonna die now? Am I gonna get COVID? It did come back negative, right?
Negative.
All right.
100%. So
Bruh,
now that I'm negative,
I'm
I'm going to.
If I die, I'm gonna haunt you, bro. Just to let you know right now.
I'm gonna be in
That's right off
Colombia
the bat.
chilling, bro.
I'm haunting you, bro. I guess it's a done deal.
I'm gonna be in Colombia chilling.
Oh yeah. So this is what this guy does, right? He survives COVID, and now that his hero Donald Trump is elected out of office, he's decided that
My
he's
boy.
gonna move. He's gonna move to Colombia, Bogota, Colombia.
Yes, sir, Bogota.
But at the end of the day, man, it doesn't really matter because Donald Trump is out of office. And
Yes,
this
he
isn't
is.
a political podcast, so it doesn't even matter. Like
it's about
I'm
to
not
turn
e-
into one.
like I'm not even happy Donald Trump lost. Like,
Bro.
you know what I mean? Like I was like, he lost. Damn.
It's about to turn into one. Yep.
So, but it doesn't matter. I mean, at the end of the day, the voters spoke, right? That's what they like to say. The voters spoke, and they made it clear. And he refuses to accept reality, but it's all good, you know. Like when a girl breaks up with you,
Right, and you refuse.
And you
to
refuse
accept it, and
is
then
the relationship's technically still going. So
I mean, the relationship is technically still going until January 19th. I think January 20th. is
listen,
when-
bro, the relationship's still
when
going until
Biden-
the relationship's still going until she involves the cops, and then when she gets that restraining order,
Okay.
you know what I mean. Then that's when okay, maybe the relationship is over.
So I guess-
but in reality, it's not, and you're still in a relationship.
Right.
So Donald Trump is gonna be in a relationship with America for pretty much forever. I mean, it's in history now. You know what I
I don't
mean?
know about that. At least in the White House, I feel like he's gonna end up getting fucking dragged out.
Right.
Like probably FBI will show up and drag him out.
He gets evicted.
He's he's a terrible
crazy.
loser, bro. He reminds me of I don't know,
Who?
of like a soccer team. That's what I was.
A
thinking
soccer
of.
team?
Yeah, like a soccer team that I don't know.
Like, are you
That didn't
talking?
make
Oh
sense.
no,
That
no,
didn't make
no.
any
Okay,
kind
I
of
know.
sense.
No. So he reminds you of a soccer team,
Like when you
like
when
the soccer
referee-
team. No,
when
no,
the
no.
referee
Not even the
interferes.
professional soccer team. Like
Right.
the soccer team that pays $20 to be on the field, and
And
they're
win.
all 30-year-olds
Oh my God.
competing with 15-year-olds,
Right.
20-year-olds,
Right.
and they're complaining about every little penalty.
Right.
Every ball's out is what is that shit called when it's out of when it's hit forward? What is that called when it's hit forward?
What do you mean?
Like when the ball is advancing, that passes the line.
Outside the line? Like
Well, the defense. You know how the defense spreads?
right.
And if you pass,
offside?
Offside.
Offside.
So they start complaining about every little offside.
Yeah.
They start saying, hey,
And then
these
throwing
guys are
tantrums and
playing
shit.
too hard. So you're telling me that Donald Trump's acting like a middle-aged man on the soccer field.
Like a senior. Like
a senior, that's what I'm saying.
An old.
Like,
old
no, mijo,
person.
así no se juega.
Right.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Then, yes, you are correct.
We'll see how it goes, but congrats to Biden. I know. I know I troll a lot, bro.
Oh, yeah, congrats.
I troll about Trump.
Congrats.
But I'm not a Donald Trump supporter.
You know what's crazy, bro? I
Get
feel like,
that straight.
let me ask you
Facts.
something. Now, I'm going to tell you how I feel about that, right?
All right.
Like, it's not going to change anything, right?
Right.
In my opinion, it's really not going to change much. Like, it's going to get back to just kind of being more normal, right? Like, instead of feeling
It's
like
gonna
you're
go back
on
to normality. Like,
yeah, like just kind of getting back
like
to
when
the,
Obama was president, you know, I mean,
yeah, I
it
mean,
wasn't like a
yeah, it's just gonna
it was
get
a
back
big
to,
deal, but
it's just gonna get back to business, bro.
there wasn't
Like,
many changes.
like the government's gonna stop feeling like a reality show. You know what I mean?
We're not gonna have an open racist fucking president anymore.
I wouldn't even say
Openly racist.
Well, I'm not gonna say racist, right? Like, cause this is the thing, bro. I like Donald Trump. I like him on The Apprentice.
so you weren't offended when?
No, hold on. I like them on The Apprentice.
No.
I'm telling you.
So you
hold on.
weren't offended,
Bro, I'm like
when he said Mexicans come here, and they're rapists, they're gang members, and all this other crap that he said.
Right. Okay. So I like them on The Apprentice, right? That show was popular. I saw it when I was a little kid. That thing ran from like 2007 to like 2015, all right? So
I've honestly
it wasn't
never
just
heard
me
about
that
it.
liked that show. It was a bunch of people that liked that show, right? So I like The Apprentice. But I will
had
say
never
this.
heard about Donald Trump.
When he said that though, when like he was like, you know, Mexicans are rapists.
Right.
Some are good, right? I was
Right.
like, all right, I'm in the some,
Bad
obviously. I'm in the
hombres.
some, right? Because I'm not a rapist.
They're-
And I'm in the good part of the Mexican percentages,
They're
right?
bad hombres. Are you one of them?
Yeah. Oh, wait, no, I'm not. I'm a good hombre. Nah. Yeah, like, it's really hard. You know, I didn't take it personal, but I did feel disrespected.
Right.
And people say, you know, that's just how he talks, right? But this is my thing, bro. Like, if it was just a regular person saying that shit, he would get his ass whooped.
Definitely.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you could talk however you want, but expect to catch a fade. Like, there is no way to, like, you gotta mind what you say, bro. Like,
Right.
I've gotten into situations where I've opened my mouth and I've said something where I was about to get in a fight, or I did get in a fight.
No,
You know what I mean?
believe
Like,
you. Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's all about like how you talk. And,
Yeah,
like,
and sometimes, I mean, in public, you don't go around saying these kind of things, you know?
Right.
No matter what your beliefs are.
right.
Like,
Yeah, no. I mean, I'd never want to get like I would never want to be disrespectful. You know what I mean? Like, it's just more of just carrying yourself a certain way. And
I know there's a lot of like racist encounters in public in real life,
right.
but you found this kind of stuff. You find this kind of stuff online, like on
Right.
Facebook and like comments,
Right.
like,
And you know what?
where people don't fear of being themselves, and they'll
No,
be like,
and just to add on that, like
racist.
the people that are usually caught on video, I never seen a well-spoken racist.
Never.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, if it hits you with big words
Bro.
that he confuses you, like you're like, wait, is he being a racist?
They're
or
terrible.
or am I tripping? You know what I mean? Like, that's the type of like thing. Like, you normally when you hear people, and I'm not saying, I never dealt with I never had straight up racism, right?
Right.
But
Me
but
either,
like
me either.
no, but like my mom has. You
Oh,
know what
really?
I mean? Yeah.
I want to
dude.
hear that. I want to hear that story.
I remember one time, and it's so messed up, right? That there's multiple times, right? But the first one is not racist. It's just really funny.
Okay.
Where my mom goes up to a lady, starts talking to her in English, and the lady straight up looks at her and she's like, "I'm sorry, I don't speak Spanish." And she straight up
my
looks at her
God.
like, "I wasn't speaking Spanish. I was speaking English." But it's just that her English is
accent.
really, yes, bro. It's really, really
That's
bad.
so-
It's really thick.
that's
And it's
bad.
really broken.
Oh my
That the
God.
lady that she was talking to thought she was talking in
Speaking
Spanish.
Spanish.
And I laughed, right? I was like, "Oh, that's freaking hilarious."
What year was this?
Oh, this had to be when.
Were you a kid?
Like, oh, yeah, I was a kid.
You were a kid?
It had to be like. Oh, I was probably a high schooler. It had to be like 08,
okay.
07. You know what I mean? It's not that far along. And then she had experiences where people, and it's not even like white people, right? It's
Right.
like your own people,
Right,
like your
right.
Hispanics.
Those
where
nopales.
those nopales, bro. Like they straight up were like telling her, "Man, go back to your own country." And my mom, you know, she's a savage, and she's like, "You come with me, you cactus face." You know, como nopal, cara de nopal. She's like, "You come with me, cactus face."
Cara de nopal,
Like,
el nopal
bro.
en la frente.
Yes. And so like that's the crazy part. Like it's not even like that. You know, white people. It's not even that, bro. It's
Right,
like like it's your own people.
Most of the time, it's our own people.
Yeah, bro. Sometimes it be your own people tripping, and it's just like, bro, like, you know, just because your family was here like maybe 4 or 5 generations doesn't make you better.
Right.
You know what I mean? And even then, bro, like, I was telling this to a friend of mine, and I was telling him like, the way that this country was founded, right?
Right.
The last part of it, right, when it was coming down to manifest destiny, reaching all the way to the Pacific, it was like, they did it through like taking land, right?
Right.
They took land from like the French buying it.
Right.
They took land from the Spaniards.
Yep.
Beating them in the Spanish War.
Yeah.
They took land from Mexico from the Mexican American War. Like they took land to the point, that they were able to reach manifest destiny, right? All the Mexicans that were living in those territories overnight were turned into U.S. citizens, right? Because of the treaty.
Right.
So it was never like what they say, like, I didn't cross the border crossed us, right? Type of analogies. Like you think about that and it's like,
but
they were just finished real quick.
All right,
you think about that, and it makes you really think about like, hey, like, politicians, governments, they have to be able to account for us. Both sides, right? Democrat or Republican. They have to account that the large minority, minority that is living here, that are Latino, like Mexicans,
right.
Salvadorians, Central Americans, Caribbeans, whatever, right? Like a lot of them have a certain mind frame that they think. It's not a we don't fit in a regular box because we're conservatives. A lot of us are conservatives through religion. At the same time, we're progressives because of family that we have, because we have a connection over the border.
Right.
Like we're not a perfect little category that you can fit us. Like you can't tell Mexicans, Democrats are socialists and expect us to have a certain reaction to that because we're not, we didn't go through what the Cubans went, in Cuba, right? With Castro, communism and socialism.
Right.
Like, you tell that to a Cuban, they're automatically like, oh, I don't want that, right?
Right.
To us, it's not really like that.
Right.
Like, our enemy has always been the American government. In a way, you know what I mean? Like, they've always...
As a Mexican American?
Yeah, as a Mexican. No, as a Mexican American, right? We never had issues with Mexico.
Oh, no.
You know what I mean? Like, we never had to deal with Mexico's corruption and government.
No, you always go back and visit.
We've always had issues
go visit your family.
Right. We've always had issues with the American government.
Cubans weren't allowed to do that back in the day.
Right.
So
that's what I'm saying. Like, so for us, when you say socialism or communism, like, we don't have an idea of what that is because our issues that we've been dealt with have always been coming from the American government.
Right, but
whatever it is.
In Mexico, bro, there's a lot of corruption from the government.
Yeah, corruption.
A lot of people opposed to the government over there because, they don't help the people.
Right.
But then again, you got to think about it. It's mainly ran by the freaking drug lords.
Right.
Narcos.
Yeah, and that's real corruption, bro.
Right, real corruption.
That's real corruption. That's real corruption that a lot of people don't understand.
And you can't defeat it ever.
Yeah,
You're not going to be able to defeat it.
And, as a Mexican American, you do see that, right? Yep. And you see like, I definitely don't want I don't want the U.S. to ever be like that.
Right.
Because it's a terrible way of living.
But
voting Democrat is not going to automatically straight take us to that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not. Like, it's impossible. Mm-mm. And so that's like the issue that I have is just that, our experience as the largest, like, I guess, Latino group, Mexicans, like, we tend to, we're just different.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's annoying that both parties don't seem to understand that. And both parties just feel like one thing, one little stance is enough.
I guess it's all based on experience
Yeah.
and just beliefs.
Yeah, and and I thought about it because I'm not gonna lie, when I was salty that a lot of Cubans came out for Trump in Florida, in Miami. Like I love Miami. That's my I consider that
That's
my
your second home.
Yeah,
There you go.
but it's like, but I understand because family members went through all of that.
Right.
They went through socialism. They went through communism. They went through, coming over in boats or however to get here. And that's one thing that I'm never going to understand.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was fortunate enough to be born here.
Exactly.
I didn't have to go through that struggle. Now, my mom, she did have to go through struggles as far as corruption in Mexico, not having faith in the system, because at the end of the day, you knew it was controlled.
Where's your mom from?
Mexico City.
Mexico
So she's
City.
from the city, bro.
Okay,
So
so
that's
she
where,
already-
like, the mecca of corruption is at.
Kind of. I feel like she has an advantage already.
And what is that?
Being from the city, being able to get a job.
Yeah.
For example, my mom, she's from like this little small, it's not even a town,
Where? What state?
in Hidalgo. So she's from
okay,
Hidalgo. She literally, my grandma, her house is on top of the hills, and there's like about 60 to maybe 80 houses in that little village or whatever, but it's in the middle of nowhere. It's just like someone's decided to settle in that certain spot, and people just started reproducing and eventually creating a little
town there.
Not even a town, like I said, but
That's crazy.
everybody knows everyone.
Right. And
They all know each other, so I feel like people that are born over there have a lesser advantage because there's no jobs.
Right.
I mean, what job can you get? You can't
yeah.
have an office job. You can't
Right.
have a certain professional
Right.
job. Going to school, even if you go to school, you eventually have to move out to the
Right.
city
To find
where there's
better
a
opportunities,
bigger
higher
opportunity
wages.
to get a job. Correct.
Yeah. No, you know what's crazy too? Like, I was talking when I went visited family over there in Mexico City. I had an uncle, man, and he told me like, hey, growing up, he thought that like our family was poor, right? Like,
Right.
My grandpa and my grandma, they worked really hard. They created something, and he always was like, man, I thought we were poor growing up, like. Just because I didn't have the newest shoes, right? Because I had used shoes.
Okay.
I had ripped up, jeans and ripped up shirts and all this stuff.
That's
and then,
the fashion now.
Right. Well, back then it was being poor.
Right.
Right. But like, and so he was telling me, right, all of this, like just all the struggles that they went through. And then he was like, yeah. And then one day I realized like, man, I really wasn't poor. I was actually okay. Because there's kids that I knew that had no shoes. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That weren't able to eat every
like
night.
that, right.
They had to skip meals.
Yep.
And it was just one of those things like like I never realized that we always had, food at the table. Like there was
Right.
never a night that they didn't eat. And that he always had shoes. Even if they were old or worn
Right.
out, he had shoes. So like for me, it's just a perspective that you just kind of look at it in a way that you have to be grateful for the things that you have. Like, for example, like I'm grateful, right? We had elections, and I was grateful that I was able to vote.
Right. Me too, man.
You know what I mean? Now,
I was out there the first day of early voting.
Yeah.
And I troll a lot, and I feel like there was people that were all about politics and all against Trump that didn't go out to like the very last day.
right?
That had me feeling some type of way. I'm
Yeah.
like,
No, I mean,
why would you wait until the last day? What if you're driving into the voting location and you get into a car accident? What if you do like something comes
Right.
up, because you never know.
Right.
That's how life is.
Yeah.
And me, because I've gotten so many people against me thinking I'm a Trump supporter.
Why do you do that to yourself?
It's just funny entertainment. I like to entertain myself. But that's the point. Like, why would you wait till the very last day? Like, I was out there the first day of early voting.
Right.
Easy.
Yeah.
2 minutes, in and out.
Well, so I early voted too. I took half a day to go just vote. I didn't have
Friday,
any issues.
though.
Yeah, it was quick. It was like a quick, like, honestly, I think the whole time I was there, it took like 10 minutes to vote.
Right. It was super fast.
In and out. But you know what? It is what it is, man. I mean, people have their own thing. And I couldn't answer that question at all. But something that I did like is like, the county has really invested a lot of money in like preparing for large crowds.
Right.
Because that's one thing I did like is that even on election day, it wasn't that bad.
Oh,
Like,
did you see the crowds?
yeah, like,
Oh, really? I didn't get a chance to see any of them.
like, it was just very consistent
Right.
on election day,
Okay.
right? People were voting and going out their way,
Yeah.
which is cool. That's what's up. But I did like that we did take we made an initial investment to make sure that we were prepared for election day, which is dope.
Oh, yeah.
And so but like it is what it is, man. Like I think if you waited to the last minute to vote, that's fine because at least you voted.
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
I know people that actually didn't vote at all, and it sucks because I'm just like I know both candidates might not be your choice, right? They're not your choices, right?
Right.
Trump and Biden. Like Biden is just Biden. Like he's going back to normal,
Right.
to the establishment, to just
To the norm.
getting
Norm.
things done the right way, or not even the right way, just getting things done
Just the
government way.
professionalism.
Yeah, the professional way of doing
professionalism.
things. And Trump is over here.
Actually, another thing that I was watching, it was a video about just like a throwback, George Bush.
Okay.
And there was a lot of George W. Bush, and there was a lot of comments that said, and we thought this was the worst president in the history of America.
Right.
And he looked so professional,
Right.
like talking
Yeah.
versus Trump.
Versus what we have right now.
But then again, I was younger. I think we were
Right.
both kids
No,
at
yeah,
that
we were
point of
both
time,
kids.
so
Yeah.
I really don't remember much of
Right.
George W. Bush like that. So.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna compare them two, right? But like, it is the way that we're living right now. And this is my thing, man. I've watched Trump speeches. I watch his rallies, and he keeps it simple. You know what I mean? He keeps it very simple. The language isn't complex. He avoids jargon. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yep.
And which is important,
Right.
because at the end of the day, I feel the same way when it comes to our people. To just everyday Latinos. You know what I mean? Like, I talk to my mom and I try to explain to her what's going on. First off, there's a language barrier because I'm not a great
Always.
Spanish speaker.
Right.
And then there's so you got the language barrier.
But you have a nopal in your
Bro,
forehead.
I do my best, but like it's really hard. And then like converting words.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, the terms for certain things in
Right.
politics, I don't even know how to convert that over.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the electoral college, like
Yeah.
how do you say that in Spanish? Electoral college.
Colegio electoral.
Yeah, you see, bro, like I was definitely like not saying that. I was just like, la cosa eso, el colegio,
Yeah.
las personas, and then like your mom was just looking at me like, what are you talking about?
I don't know.
So, but that's really important. It's just what he does is so great that he keeps the language simple.
Yep.
He doesn't overcomplicate things.
Who, Trump?
Trump, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like he does.
We
Like,
have
have
a-
you not seen his rallies?
We have a closet Trump supporter.
Bro, have you not seen his rallies?
I don't care about
He
him.
keeps it simple, bro. He doesn't
don't
make
care.
it complex. Now, it is annoying when he repeats.
He keeps it simple because
Bro.
he doesn't use a teleprompter to fucking read.
Oh no, but I was gonna say that's to me that's
So he doesn't have professional words to use.
But that's the annoying part.
He's
though.
just freestyling.
No,
He
but that's
pulls
like-
up and he says whatever the hell's in his head.
Oh, but that's part of it too. Is like he repeats a lot of the same words, so then that's when it becomes really annoying to me. Because I'm like, dude, like, are you gonna keep saying the same phrases over and over again? Like, stop. Like, come up with something new.
Right.
That's the only issue that I do have is that he keeps it simple, but he uses those simple words over and over and over again. To me, it gets really annoying because at that point, I'm just like, man, you're not even talking about nothing like real concrete.
A bunch of gibberish.
Yeah, then it becomes a bunch of gibberish.
Yep.
And so, like, that's my only, that's the annoying part of it. But I think a lot of times is in order for people, like everyday people, to vote, you have to keep it simple. You know what I mean? Like, don't make it complicated.
Right.
Like, if you make it complicated, people lose interest. They're no longer interested in hearing you out. They're no longer interested in listening to what you're trying to tell them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's mainly because people aren't interested in like deep like words, like
Right.
smart words. Like keep it at a third grade level and you're good.
Well, I think that's what they taught us, didn't they?
Right, they
Like
did.
when you're like,
Yep.
and you know,
When you're
and
public speaking.
Yeah, like when it comes to like
like
writing.
Right.
When it comes to talking, they say keep it simple.
make it understandable.
Yeah. What was the?
You'll have a bigger audience to reach out to.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Like
Because if you're speaking
Yeah.
proper and then trying to be intellectual all the time, then a lot of people are not gonna understand what you're
and
trying to say.
and why would they? You know what I mean? You know, and I'll be one of the first ones. I get annoyed when I really want to read this really good article, but it's so long,
Right? Yeah,
and it's
yeah,
very
yeah.
complex.
Oh yeah.
And it sucks because you're like, I really want to read this,
right. In journalism,
but
that's
it's gonna take me more than 30. It's gonna take me at least 40 minutes,
right.
You know, to really read it and really understand what they're talking about.
To understand all the words.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. And so that's the
bunch of-
only thing. Like
yeah.
that's the only thing that kind of sucks, right? When especially if you're a journalist and you want to be taken serious.
Right.
It's like you got to find that balance.
Yeah.
Of like how detailed I want to be, how, what can I...
Your goal is to reach everyone.
Right.
Every
Right.
single person that
Right.
reads the article
Right.
or sees the
Dude, I've literally stopped reading articles halfway. And I'm like, man, I'm just gonna skim through it.
Nah, this is too much.
Yeah, this is just too much. I'm gonna skim through it. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. That's what he was trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So like, yeah, and it's kind of dumb, but it's so simple at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But yeah, man. I mean, at the end of the day, people voted. If you want to say that it's fraud, okay. I mean, there's nothing that I can.
I mean, they already recounted the votes for
They started already.
Georgia.
Yeah,
I think
Georgia,
Florida State's
Pennsylvania.
already-
They've already started the recount process,
Right.
and I think Arizona is about to también. But at this point, I'm not gonna stress about it no more. I already kind of did my own tweeting
Right.
of like the memes.
And
the memes
Trump,
bro.
go.
The
tell me.
memes were lit when Biden won, bro.
Damn, I missed out.
Oh,
I was blocked
man.
on Facebook.
No, but they were on Twitter. They were on Twitter
I
and
don't
Instagram.
have Twitter like that.
Oh
I
man,
don't
these
use it.
guys were just on it, bro. Like it was so funny. Like it was just so amazing, like how crazy these people got with the memes, and that was like the one thing that kind of kept me going from not kind of like getting worried or
Right.
or like the press
Overthinking or anything.
yeah, overthinking it. It's just the memes that were making me laugh.
About your boy Trump winning.
Yeah, man. My boy Trump. But yeah, so like, that was the only good thing that I really liked. But at this point, man, I'm over it. I'm going to let whatever he wants to do, whatever President Trump wants to do, let him do his thing. Wherever it goes, it goes. But
Right.
at the end of the day, man, we know the truth.
He's
He
just
didn't
a
with the popular vote. He didn't with the
bad
electoral
loser.
college.
Yep.
There is no way of him claiming victory.
Right, and he sounds very convinced based on his tweets.
Dude.
I see his so I think his accounts are linked, so I always see his posts on Facebook.
Yeah?
I follow him on Facebook, so but he sounds very convinced that he's gonna win the recount for all
Right.
these states, but
Hey man, let him listen, man. Let
he's
him
being delusional at this point.
listen. Let him put all his money in the
Like a
recounts.
little
Let him do his
5-year-old crying because we didn't buy him a toy at the store.
thing. No, because he
Bro.
didn't win, bro.
Jesus.
He's taking the ball and going home.
That's even worse. There's good winners and there's good losers.
You're right.
You
But
gotta admit defeat when you get it.
right, no, that's true. But at the end of the day, man, it is what it is. Again, he lost by votes, by electoral college.
Right.
I mean, there's nothing really going over it. It's done. And, hopefully, and I'll be honest with you. And people are saying, it's time to heal and all that. And, I respect the healing part, but I'm ready to see, like, action from this Biden administration. I want to see what they're going to do.
Especially
Like-
for our people,
Right.
Hispanics.
No, yeah. And
Mainly.
And this is the thing, man. These guys have to come through now for the white voters, the black voters,
Right.
and the Latino voters.
Definitely.
Right? And obviously the others, other demographics. But they have to come up and do things for us, for them.
For the
Yeah, because at
the
the end of the day,
minorities and-
because at the end of the day, man, you promised us certain things, right?
But Trump also promised a wall paid by Mexico.
Hey, bro, they're getting the bill.
This man played himself.
They're getting the bill later on.
No, they're not.
Later on.
And now we got to see what Biden's going to be all about.
Right.
Is he going to stick to his word? Because a lot of Mexican American voters, or Hispanics in general, except your boys from Miami.
The Cubanos.
The Cubanitos.
Hey, compas. Oh, no, they're not compas.
So...
But
Biden has to stick to his word. He said he's
Right.
going to do something for the DACA people.
Right.
And
Something
I
with
mean,
in the
we
Cape-
personally know a lot of people that are on that
right. No,
program.
yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like
So
at this point,
he has to stick to his word
Right.
and do something about it.
He has to do
4
something.
years cannot go by,
Right.
Or he'll probably start losing that
Well, this is the thing, right?
demographic.
He's inheriting a bad economy. He's inheriting the pandemic. So obviously, like the first year is trying to figure out the stimulus check.
Okay.
Hey, Biden, I want my stimulus check, but I'm just saying the stimulus check.
$2,000.
Make it 3.
It was $1,200. I couldn't even pay the rent with that.
But yeah, so I mean, you have to deal with the pandemic. You have to deal with the economy. That's obviously going to be the first major thing that a lot of people want to know what's the direction that we're heading.
And he already posted something on Twitter or Facebook. I don't know what it was. Wear your mask.
Yeah, okay,
So-
but I mean, I've been knowing that.
He's sticking to his
But bro, we've been knowing
Democrat views.
We've been
Unlike
knowing
certain
that.
people that go to bars and don't wear masks.
that. That's how you got COVID. You didn't wear a mask. Hey, listen, bro. Why you're trying to explain this on me? But you're the one that got COVID.
I did.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't tell me.
You're next.
Listen, man, I'm staying home. That's all I know.
Like in Spanish, el que ríe al último ríe mejor. I'm gonna be the last one to laugh.
Estabas riéndote bien.
I'm gonna be the last one to laugh when you get it.
Nah, you tripping. I'ma stay indoors. We Gucci. I ain't tripping.
We Gucci.
But yeah, man. So I am expecting things from him because this is what's gonna happen, man. Like, yeah, he won this election, right? But guess what? The next election, he's not gonna win if he doesn't pull through for whatever, right? Like, if it's police reform,
Right.
If it's DACA, if it's immigration with the kids that are being separated from their parents.
Yeah, that's another big
You know what I
topic,
mean?
yeah.
If it's the taxes that he's talking about, his tax
Right.
plan, the health with the Affordable Health Care Act. Like, there's so many things that need to be done, and I don't think 4 years is enough. You know what I mean?
don't
It's not
think so,
enough.
but-
It's not enough, and I'll be honest with you. At the end of the day, people aren't always. They're never gonna be happy, right?
In those 4 years, we'll have more runners.
Yeah.
Whether it be
The field-
Democrats or
Hey, man,
Republicans.
and this is the crazy part. Trump might come back again. He might come back again for 2024.
Is that legal? Can you do that?
Why not? Yeah.
What about Kanye West? What do you have to say about
Stop,
this
bro.
man?
We're not even entertaining.
I think Kanye West should stick to his
Listen, man.
great music that he makes because politics aren't
man.
for him.
I enjoy his music.
I love his music.
I enjoy his shoes. I don't know about his political stance. The only issue that I have with that is that, he's very inconsistent.
We have a guest.
Hey, Astro coming through.
Astro boy.
Coming through.
All right, get down. But
But yeah, man, like, I don't know, like, I'm not really worried about that. I think we made it really clear right now is that we want to go back to normalcy.
yeah, just
Is that the word? Normalcy?
the professionalism.
We
the
just want to get
norm.
back to business, man.
Right.
And I get it, man. Listen, man, people that voted for Trump, I understand. He's different. He was out here saying crazy things.
He's open.
And-
He's honest about the things.
Yeah,
he
that's
says.
what I'm saying. Yeah, like, he's honest. Like,
I
there's
mean,
nothing that you can
if
use
I was
against him.
If I was a Caucasian from
where?
rural
Idaho.
Texas or
Idaho.
Wyoming or somewhere
Ooh,
in the
Iowa.
woods,
Iowa.
I'd probably vote for him because
Yeah. But this is my thing, bro. Like, this is the thing. Like,
then, bro, you know what's crazy? Texas is still a Republican state.
Well, yeah.
That's crazy, though.
Why?
I don't know. Just people that aren't exposed to different cultures, different people. Houston's definitely Democrat.
I mean, yeah.
And
the whole
a lot
Houston,
of that, I mean,
San Antonio,
the big cities, bro.
El Paso,
the big cities
Dallas,
in America
Austin
are Democrat. And a lot of it goes into that you have all these people that live out there in the woods or whatever.
Rural areas.
Yeah, and they've never
but have you been out there? Bro, it's calming.
Driving to
I'm not
the
gonna lie.
border, I've driven to West Texas down by
El
Big
Paso?
Bend National Park.
Oh, okay.
And there's a lot of
Nothing?
Hey,
man, but they're voting.
And all these people have never seen, Hispanics. They've never seen black people. They've never met one.
Come on, bro. They've definitely seen Hispanics.
I don't know, man.
But this is the thing, bro. Also keep in mind, bro. But this is the thing, bro. It's not only white people voting conservatively or Republican. It's Hispanics, too. Right. It's Mexicans.
Yeah.
And you can't tell me a Hispanic has never met another Hispanic.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Then
my thing is stop thinking about it as one
as a whole.
Okay. Look at it as listen, man, people are gonna vote Republican for their beliefs. Right. Or their stance of, is it lower taxes? Is it abortion? Is supporting freedom of speech? Mm-hmm. The Second Amendment? It's not just one thing. You know what I mean? Right. At the end of the day, so I don't like looking at it as putting people in a box, because it's not a specific group that's voting a certain way. It's more of okay, where do people fit? Do they identify more with the Republican Party or the Democratic Party? Right?
Republican.
And I'll tell you,
Democrat.
I'll tell you, for me, it's one of the big things is that, I consider myself to be a conservative in a way, right? Because I was raised very, in the Christian ways, teachings, whatever. But at the same time, I don't like the government telling me what I can and can't do.
Right. That's why you don't wear a mask at the bars.
Right, but I do, because I believe in my health.
I have video of that. I'll post it.
Right, but you're the one that got COVID. You know what I'm saying?
You can get COVID anywhere.
Listen, bro. But you got COVID. You actually had it. You had it for 3 weeks.
I wore my mask.
Right, but you still got it. Obviously, you didn't, because you got COVID.
No.
I've worn my mask the entire time, and I haven't gotten COVID.
My headphones could have COVID, and I'm touching it. And then I'm going to go, probably touch my face, and that's how you get it. It's
right. You infected yourself.
Right.
For not wearing a mask.
And I was probably at HEB shopping, and someone touched something.
Bro, let's be honest. Did you get COVID at HEB?
I probably did.
Oh, no, but 100%. Did you get COVID at HEB?
85%.
All right, that's not enough for you to say you got COVID at HEB.
So where did I get COVID?
Where did you get COVID? That is the question.
Actually, one of my friends had...
there you go.
She was positive, and we both went to her party.
Yeah, but I didn't get COVID.
At a bar.
Right, but I didn't get COVID.
Non-mask bar.
But I didn't get COVID. I feel like that's the part that you're missing is...
You don't know her, so I guess you're right.
Didn't get COVID.
I was close to her.
How close?
I mean, I bought her a shot.
You hugged
gave her
her?
a hug. It was her birthday. And we were talking, so it's like...
And that's how you got COVID.
And then, yeah.
There you go. All right, we settled it. He didn't get a COVID at HEB.
He's next, and then we'll make a podcast.
It doesn't matter, bro. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter, because you're leaving the country because your boy Trump lost.
Yes, sir. My boy Trump. I had to.
So this
look
boy
at flights.
So Manny, as soon as he found out his boy Trump lost, he was like, you know what? I gotta get out of this country. I can't live under this Biden administration, under this communist regime. So I'm gonna book a trip to Bogota.
I can't.
And let me just see if I like it or not.
And if I don't like it, I'll go to Venezuela, and it'll be worse.
No. Bro, it would. Nah, I'm playing. But yeah,
so I'm going to Bogota.
So he's going to Bogota. And as a real solo traveler, he's going solo.
Solo dolo. Like my boy right here, he went to Europe, right? What, 2 years ago?
Bro, it's been 3.
He went to Europe 3 years ago by himself. Just him and his backpack.
Yup, pretty much.
And he stayed at a hostel.
Yup. Pretty much.
You met a bunch of
I met a lot
Irish,
of cool people.
Colombians.
So I did go by myself, but I went with the group of strangers, and we all became friends, which I really liked. You know, people from different areas,
Right.
You know what I mean? People from Miami, Washington, New York, I think, Boston, Detroit, California, like from California. Like, it was really dope, bro. Like,
Yep.
you know, you really got to see, like, different people from different areas.
That's cool,
and how
man.
they think.
That makes me want to stay in a hostel.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you go to Bogota, I would recommend staying at a hostel because you'll meet really cool people. And the thing about
If there's people out there.
if there's people out there,
Okay, but then again, Colombia is one of the only countries that is not requiring a COVID test. They were requiring one,
Right.
but
But
they
let's be
recently
honest.
canceled it. They
but let's
said
be
no.
honest, you went because of it was a good deal.
It was a good deal. Yep.
You know, like what was it? 220?
220 round trip.
220
can't
round
beat that.
trip. That's a great deal. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. That's
Oh
a
no, but
fantastic
actually,
deal.
because they're one of the countries that are open. I mean, if Ireland had a deal for $100 and they require me to test and all this, and it would be a little bit more of a hassle. I would
Right.
probably still do it, but Colombia was like one of the only countries
Right.
that does
No, and
not
Colombia is
require-
amazing.
Does
Like-
not require a COVID test,
Listen, man. I
which is kind of weird because
love Colombia. Colombia is amazing. Bogota's cool. And
You been there?
no,
Oh,
one day I'll go, but it won't be with you.
you were supposed to go with me, but this man's passport is expired, so we're gonna put a GoFundMe link on the video.
GoFundMe 120 so I can get a passport. Appreciate it,
And
guys.
all the viewers, if you'd like to donate $1, 50 cents, maybe $100,
Or the 120 that is needed for the
120
Colombian passport.
for the and then
For the
you can
US
start
passport.
traveling because I almost convinced them to go with me, but
You know what's crazy? You did, bro.
bro,
You did.
And you were
And that's
like-
what annoyed me. Because I'm just like, bro, we literally talked about, okay, getting better money management skills.
budgeting. We've
Budgeting.
been watching David Ramsey's
David Ramsey. Shout out to
YouTube
David Ramsey.
channel. My boy, that's my uncle.
That's your uncle. But that's the thing, man. Like, I feel like you really did convince me, like, man, Bogota would be a good idea right
And then you were
now.
like,
When
let me
is it?
check.
For
Let me check. I'm gonna call you back.
For
And then-
Thanksgiving or December?
December.
Yeah, December right now. I was like, oh, that
December-
would be a good idea.
December 15th.
Colombia in December. Choo, I could have a good time out there. Bro, you really made me think about it. But luckily, thank God, God works in mysterious ways. That my passport was expired, and knowing me, I definitely didn't renew it. So,
Oh my god.
so now my goal is to renew my passport so I can go ahead and be ready.
How is that a blessing?
Hey, bro, God works in mysterious ways.
That would have been a blessing.
God,
Bogota, Colombia.
God works in mysterious ways, bro.
The
Like, I don't
capital of
think-
Colombia.
Listen, man. Listen, I don't think you're
The
understanding.
biggest city.
You're not listening to me. God works
Right.
in mysterious ways.
Bro, that's not, I don't know.
And let's be honest, bro. Like,
That's you being irresponsible, just like with your budgeting skills
this is my
and
only.
not renewing your passport.
Yo, it's so funny that week my passport expired a week before we went to Mexico, and I was like, damn, I need to renew my passport before it expires, you know. And next thing you know, I went to Mexico. We had a great time, a blast. Didn't renew my passport. I even printed out the paperwork. I filled it out. You know what stopped me?
COVID.
You know what was my roadblock?
Going out.
Was getting a picture for my passport. A passport picture is what stopped me.
Bro.
Because I was like, I gotta go to CVS. I gotta make sure I got a good haircut. You know, because when they take my picture, I want to make sure I look good.
Shame on him.
Bro, that was what stopped me from renewing my passport was a passport picture.
Wow.
That's crazy, right? And I could have been going to Bogota in December, but I won't anymore.
So I'll be going by myself, and hopefully,
And
I'll
just to
meet
let
a
you
bunch
know,
of Colombian women.
we're definitely gonna videotape that. Manny's gonna make a vlog of his experience.
I'll try because I've been reading a lot of reviews, and I don't know if it's the safest city. I don't know if it's the safest city to go to. So
Nah, it's safe, bro. Come on, bro.
I mean, there's this.
Come on, bro.
There's this
Stop
neighborhood called La Candelaria where there's a bunch of hostels and Airbnbs, and that's where the tourist where the backpackers are supposed to stay
You
at.
definitely are a backpacker.
But then it says, don't go out after night.
And that's the best time
So
to go
what am I
out.
going to do? I'm going to stay inside the little cave inside the room, and then I don't know what time the sun
Bro, but this
sets
is
in.
where you making friends with people helps you. And it helps you avoid making dumb decisions. Because let's be honest, you be making some dumb decisions sometimes.
Not really, but
You be making dumb decisions sometimes. You really do. But you got to look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, am I going to make a dumb decision today?
I'm not. No. As long as I don't drink, I won't make dumb decisions.
Oh, well, you're definitely going to drink.
But if I meet people and then we go out together, like a little squad instead of me by myself.
Right.
Imagine me by myself going to
No,
a
but
bar.
low-key,
that's going to be so awkward.
No, but my
me.
thing is, like, you'll probably luck out and meet some people.
Hopefully.
And it'll work out. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
and if I meet other people like me that are there by themselves and
Yeah,
they're tourists and they've never
right.
been there before, then we
Right.
can be together,
And this
form
is
a
the thing,
group,
bro.
and then go out.
This is the thing.
And
When
that'll
you-
be different. Then I can make stupid decisions.
no, but this is the thing. When you go traveling, you have to be able to make the right decisions for yourself. Now, what that means is like, okay, if everybody else is getting drunk, you have to tell yourself, all right, do I want to be, am I ready to deal with whatever consequences to handle whatever happens, right? Like, for example, like I remember when I went to Europe, right? Like, everybody was getting drunk, they were getting lit, they were having a good time. And I told myself, like, I want to be the responsible one because I don't know them,
Lame
right?
one.
First off, I don't
Lame.
know them. I'm in a different country, and I know myself. Like, once I start drinking, I want to have a good time. I'm going to party.
Right.
Right?
No.
Now, once I've established, like, más o menos, like, what I want to do, then I'd be like, you know what? I can trust this person to kind of make sure that I don't do dumb decisions. And I remember one time I was like, you know what? I'm going to get drunk. I don't care. Don't count on me for any kind of decision making because I'm not.
Right.
And I did
you're
it.
gonna be
I had a great
messed up.
time. It got crazy, and I moved on, right? And everything worked out. So you got to ask yourself whenever you're over there, it's like, hey, do I want to make a good decision? Do I want to make a bad decision? Because you're the one that knows you know yourself, bro. You know how you get when you get drunk. Right. You know how you act. So you have to decide for yourself.
Right.
What am I going to, how am I going to be tonight? You know what I mean?
Right.
When you go out, when you're traveling.
Make smarter
especially
decisions.
if you're by yourself. You have to be on top of your stuff, bro. You can't just let loose.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, obviously, you always got to look around your surroundings. You always got to notice, okay, like, who am I hanging out with? Who are they? Are they cool? Are they not? Like, because at the end of the day, you're going to know. You're going to know right off the bat if that person is worth hanging out with or not. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So that's really important. Like, if you do go traveling, you know how you're going to do it by yourself and nobody decides to go with you. It's just be on top of your game, bro.
Right.
Like, don't slip up. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, if you slip up, the only person you really can blame is yourself. Because you control that. You know what I mean?
I'm going to blame you.
Bro, I'm not even going to be there.
So, yeah, I'm going to blame you for not being there because your passport was not...
Hey, listen, man. God works in mysterious
Was not
ways.
what? What's the word?
God works in mysterious ways?
Because your passport was expired.
Oh, yeah, that too.
All right, guys. So, I mean...
Anyways, well, I just want to say if you guys were able to make it through the politics of it, and because we're not even a political podcast,
We're not.
but
thanks.
we definitely just wanted to say our piece and move forward, and hopefully Manny will survive Colombia. Hopefully it won't be too bad. We'll try to.
If the podcast doesn't come out, then you know what happened.
He didn't make it.
He didn't make it.
Nah, but yeah, but
So,
but I just want to say I really
to
appreciate
wrap
it.
it up,
Really appreciate it. You guys sticking it out. Make sure you comment below on
Like,
your
subscribe.
ideas
yep.
regarding the your opinions regarding the election. If Mandy, comment if Mandy got it at HEB or at the club. I already made up my mind. He got it at the club, but comment if you made it if he got it at HEB or the club. Make sure you comment on that. I'll be interested to see. And then also, if you guys been to Colombia and maybe have any tips for Manny,
Let us
definitely
know.
put it
Let
on
me
there.
know, because
let's be honest.
I don't want to die.
let's be honest. Manny is definitely not gonna survive Colombia.
I
if he
am, bro.
Makes it
Easy.
if he turns to the wrong street,
Easy.
my man is not gonna make it.
GPS.
He's either gonna be a prostitute or they're gonna a prostitute,
What the?
or he's gonna get harvested for his organs. Oh, matter of fact, comment below. If Manny were to get kidnapped, would he be a prostitute or be harvested for organs? Hey, definitely comment on that one. I really want to know. What do you guys think about that one? Anyways, make sure you like, subscribe, Out the H
Share.
Media, YouTube. Go ahead and share it, man.
Instagram.
Definitely follow us on IG, Out the H Media. This has been the first official episode of Out the H podcast. This was Manny. This was Eduardo. And
Edward. That's your
no,
Starbucks
Edward
name.
is only when I do
Starbucks.
Chick-fil-A or Starbucks,
Oh
all
my
right?
God.
But when I'm with my people,
Facebook.
it's Eduardo.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah,
Eduardo.
get it right. Emmanuel.
All right, guys. Thanks for for watching.
Anyways, I appreciate you guys. Man, you guys have a good time. Hey.
And a Merry Christmas.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Halloween.
And a Happy New Year's.
And a happy...
Had to ruin the outro.
Bruh.
Bruh.